Hello folks, Rever here with the start of a new series on the Grazyland multi-fruit soil mod map 1.4.2.1. And I thought in this first video it would be a good idea to show you guys how or people in general, set up. You can cheat money in real easy if you want with this any point during your gameplay, unless you have the Bank of Hagenstad, and I haven't figured out that sort of conflicts. I forget the exact details, but I don't have that in here. I'm using the More Loans mod. The last time I tried to set it up, it had some kind of a weird error. It seems to be starting fine. So all I did was go in to the Giants, went to my save game 15 and said, all right, I want to start an easy mode, Grazyland map, and this is, what it's generated, and normal course play questions there. And here we are, and I'm still missing the placeable car wash, which I wrote down. I'm not too worried about that at this moment, and I'm familiar with the game. So anyway, here we are. If we go in and take a look, we have certain starting vehicles that I want to get rid of. I want to just get the bigger equipment. In addition, I only have $12,000. I want to go in and edit that. So the first thing I'll do is go back out, and I will back out of that, and I'll hit escape, and I'm going to save the game, and then I'm going to quit it. Then for me, I'm going to hit the Windows key, but I think you can hit Alt-Tab. Shrink that back down. Oh yeah, there's the error I got. Error log. By the way, I defined that. If you ever have a problem with Farm Sim, let me get rid of that. That's where I closed it down, and you guys don't need to see the OBS screen. So in any event, this log text, if you go down to the bottom, and this is also where you hear guys say, oh, I had a mod issue. See, so this Kenworth 440 is missing whatever that means, axle. So you might have a problem with that mod. Here's another mod, Mo V2 HUD settings. Failed to open a certain file. There you get the idea. And then all the way down to the bottom, this was a the last one, so you don't see any fatal error at the very end of it down here. But if you have any issues, this is where one of the best places to look for issues. So as it loads, but now we didn't have this a minute ago, which is this game save 15. So if we come in here, there's two files we're going to end up editing to do this. One is this career save, and I'm going to right click on it, and I have edit with Notepad, but you can do this just with regular Notepad without the Notepad++. If you just double click on it, it'll typically open it up with Internet Explorer. You can't save it through the Internet Explorer. So I'm going to come up into this top area is all I'm going to really worry about. And what I'm going to do is come in here and see where it says money. Well, it says money right there. Equals 12,038. I'm just going to make that 10,200,000. Or, yeah, something like that. 12 million. So we'll just put enough zeros to make it 12 million. Now we'll change that again. I don't really want, I want it to be a little tiny bit realistic with the money. And then I'll come up here to save. So now what we did was we gave ourselves $12 million. So I will close this. And then I will come back into here and hit career and go down to save 15. And see, now it says we got $12 million. So what I want to do is start this up. And I'm getting that same problem again. It must have something to do with when I'm recording. All right, well, let me cut the recording, and then I will come back once it's ready to load up. Since this, you don't see that, it usually says waiting to load or something like that. So let me cut this real quick, and then I will be right back. Hello, folks. I am back. And if you want to note, I came here and right after I cut it, I hit Control Alt Delete to kind of force, and I hit the Task Manager to force the Giant's engine to shut down. Loaded it up and got back to this start with no problem. So I'm going to have to, every time I go through that screen, I think it'll be better if I just cut the video because it's causing some kind of conflict. And here we are back at this, except this time we have $12 million, which is wonderful. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to go in here and I'm going to go to my garage and I'm just going to sell everything. So if you have a chance of having an epileptic fit, just look away for a little while. So we'll get all of these sold. Don't even care what it is. We're just going to start fresh. Now there's a couple reasons for doing this. I mean, obviously, if you're just playing. For me, I want to set up and make it look like... Alright, how many of those do we have? So we have no vehicles left. We'll come back over to the shop. And I'm not sure how well it's going to work out on this map, but I am going to go ahead and purchase myself the Case Axial Flow 9230, the big guy, for $380,000. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to purchase myself a Maxtron. So I'm not sure how much sugar beet harvesting will do, but I'd like to have the option. And again, this isn't about being smart with money or challenge on money. The challenge on this map will be showing you guys properly I'm just going to go through each category so I don't miss anything that I think I want. But showing you guys how to do the soil mod. I'm going to include my Excel spreadsheet. So I want to get the big cultivator. Again, hopefully it works out on the maps of this field. I can always buy stuff, but whatever I cheat with, I will. Yeah, manure spreader, why not? And windrower. I'm not sure that we really need this, but I'm going to buy it anyway because that's the way this map goes. And then when it comes to tractors, I think I'm going to buy myself a regular T8. And that'll be my small tractor. If we need a front end loader, I think I may buy a front end loader too while we're at this. And then I like this Smart Trax. He turns pretty well. He's pretty actually similar in a lot of traits to that. He just has more horsepower. So we're doing this with all stock equipment, but you could do it with modded stuff. And why don't we get something that's ridiculously big? Just because, hey, that's how we're treating ourselves on this map. Now, as far as the headers go, I will go and get that Draper 45 foot. Which goes with the Axial Flow 9230. And we'll get the big, huge corn header thingy. And we'll just get it in the matching color. And let's go back. Tippers. I'm actually going to go to a modded tipper or two. Dollies. Well, that's not expensive enough. If we need a dolly, we'll go get it. Plows. No, let's go back. So we're dealing with tippers. Let's select the tipper. And I really like this one as far as that goes. And then yeah, that should be fine, I think. Though we might need something else. We can always buy it in game. I'm going to give myself a little extra money to start. I like this, but if I have that other tipper and I have this big equipment, I'm not too worried about it. So let's hit the back button and come back to the regular old stuff. You know what we kind of missed? Yeah, auger wagons. So we're going to buy this overloader wagon here, auger wagon. Let's buy that. You still go further? Yeah, let's buy a pickup truck. And we'll do a purplish kind of color pickup truck. Why not? It's probably nothing I'd ever buy in real life unless it was the right price. I'm not going to bother with those tanks. I'm not sure that I'll need them on this farm, but again, they're not that expensive if I did have to buy them. All right, so let's go back over here. So we're back up to tippers, sewing machines. If you didn't see this coming, we are going to buy the 2 bigger sewing machines. And we're going to hit back. Slurry tanks. Maybe. What do we have for modded ones? Oops. Yeah, we just have a wider spreader. So hold on for 1 second. I need to cough. Jeez, sorry about that. I forget which one with the sprays. And I forget what the difference with the two is. We just buy this one for an experiment, if nothing else. We'll get a red one. Alright, so we got a slurry tank. If we're going to do slurry... actually, you know what? Let me... universal tanks, that's what I wanted. So we're going to get this big universal tank, which, you know, we could put a lot of stuff in. So we'll buy one of those. Sure, let's go with green. If I come over here. Yeah, and this guy, we could put 100,000 liters. Nah, but you know what? I don't know if, do I want to get into that MST? No. What does this guy hold? 22,500. We already have that. All right, let's go back out. We'll go back over to slurry tanks. Yeah, and this guy, he holds 55,000, but he gives us something we can put out on the fields. It's only $15,000, so why don't we hold off on that just for the moment. I don't know how much slurry operation we'll ever get into. And even though it's not about money, at some point it becomes about having stuff on the farm. So let's keep moving on. Loading wagons. We're just going to buy the biggest one. Thank you. Weights. We're going to go to the modded weights. There we go. And why don't we get ourselves 2 of these. I think we only have 2 tractors at the moment that would use them. Hopefully this isn't causing a problem at the store, wherever that is. And a wheel loader. No. Or yes. I want the lever. Yeah, there's the lever. Buy that guy. And for now, we'll just get him the universal bucket. And placeables. We don't really want any placeables. Placeables are kind of the reason I would cheat in money. And I keep hitting that back button when I want this one. Fertilizer spreaders. Well, we're definitely going to go to my modded ones. Eventually I have to find you guys. Oh, I'm kind of forgetting which one's the good one. I think this is the good one. I need to get that other one out of there. And then, let's see. I think the regular in-game spreader will be fine. Again, the wrong button. Yeah, this one that spreads, that's the one I usually use for certain points in the soil mod. They kind of complement each other because their spray widths are pretty similar, so if you need to do different tram lines, you can. Mowers, nah, we're not going to do mowers for now. We're not going to do baling for the moment. We're not going to do forestry. We don't really need a telehandler. We might do animals, but we'll buy them legit. You know, so let's go here. Yeah, we're going to get a truck. This one. Let's make purplish our color. Potato harvester, yeah, why not? I think we might even have potatoes or sugar beets on there. This is taking longer than I anticipated. You know what? I like having this little plow, believe it or not, for cleaning up the edges of the fields, which is a little bit goofy with these bigger tractors, but I am going to get this little plow to start out. These other ones that drag behind, they don't follow the exact path, so it's a little easier to maneuver this guy around. So we're going to buy him. Oh, no more space. Did you see that message? I hope I didn't just go through a lot of stuff. So let's exit this. Oh, look at that lag. No more space at the end. So how much did I purchase and didn't notice that message? Good Lord. Well, let's hop out. Alright, so we can get the lever out of the way, I guess, huh? Can I get to his bucket? Let me turn this way, actually. Yeah, that's good. And then we got another tractor lined up. So let's get him out of the yard here, and I'm going to, for now, take him down to that biomass heating. Yeah, I guess that's where we would want him. So we're going to head this way, I believe. That's funny, we got us all jammed up. Well, let me move some of this stuff, and I'll be right back as I, you know, get it spread out to where I want it to start out in the map. So, alright, I'll be back in a minute after all this stuff is mostly at the main farm, but wherever I decide. Alright, see you in a minute. Guys, the stuff has moved. I think I was trying to buy a truck. So let me go in here and see if I can buy that now. I'm sure I can. We'll do the purple. Okay, so we'll come back. And I have no telehandler. Didn't do any of this stuff. Did I get the fertilizer spreader? Let's take a look. You own 0, so that one didn't work either, so we'll buy that guy. Go back. We didn't buy a dolly. We didn't buy a trailer header. We didn't buy a front end loader. Didn't even try to. Wheel loader we bought and we got successfully. So I think I got everything covered from that end. Plows. I bought a potato harvester, by the way, off camera. So we now have one of these. One. The big potato harvester. Oh, I didn't really want to do that. I don't need 2 potato harvesters. Well, hopefully it sold the one that I didn't reposition already, but whatever. We can take care of that. Plow. I think I was talking about buying this plow. I don't plan on doing a lot of plowing, but, you know, what the heck. It's only $15,000, so. Sprayers. We took care of the sprayers. Tedders. I don't plan on doing a lot of baling at this moment. Feeder technology. I saw we have a TMR set up in map, so I won't do any of that. Chainsaw, sure, and I've owned a Husqvarna chainsaw in real life for 25 years. Same saw. Don't use it overly much anymore, but it's been a real good saw, so why not? Skid steer loader, no need, though they are pretty cool. And so that should be pretty much our starting equipment. Let me come back to here and So we will reset these. This is what I was doing off camera. Yeah, so it reset it. Oops. I really want to enter it. Reset vehicle, yes. Okay. Reset vehicle, yes. And yes. So now let me jump to this guy. All this stuff off the reset point. So I do really like this combo right here. Make sure where I want to park him. Run out of room a little bit. In there would probably be a nice place. It's just going to dictate the starter. I don't really know how this map's going to play out. So. This guy can come up. Oop. Just let me find my spreader. There we go. Park him back where he used to be. Sold the wrong one. Alright, that's probably good enough. Yeah, I'm damaging stuff. Yeah, see that? That's right, damage the road. So we'll get this guy moved someplace. Which I've been putting a fair amount of this stuff. It's sort of harvest related for now. This white find a little corner to fit him in. Up in this corner. I was on 5 times speed, and you can still see it's taken quite a while. It's 9:12, so just setting all this stuff up has been 2 hours. Not 2 hours. It's been probably an hour. This stuff around. And hopefully this guy will attach to him. And bring him up. No, he won't. We'll leave him there for now. Let's take this guy. Park him in the chair. Yeah, so I realized I had to get a littler tractor too, so I bought a same Fortis. That'll be my sprayer spreader guy. So we'll just park him right here in the service bay. That's the tractor. So I bought this guy, so we'll detach him. Now the best thing about doing this is I've gotten a lot more familiar with this farm. See why people like this map. There's a boatload of stuff on it, and it runs pretty well considering how many items are on it. It's really doing pretty well. Like we could go back and look at that error log I showed you earlier. Let's go back over to the sprayer area. Here. I don't know how much I'll use him, so this might be a semi-permanent home for him. And let's do Shift I, and we don't have anything left here at the shop. So Click OK. And I'm going to hit escape. And I'm going to hit save game. Yes. All right. And I'm going to quit. And I'm going to come back up to heat. Well, first we got to go out. Got to do this first. All right. Enough of all that. Get rid of that. And come over to save game 15. And we're going to come down here to vehicles. And I'm going to copy that. And for now, I'm just going to stick it. Well, I don't really want to put it there. Let's just put it right here. Paste. So we got vehicles saved there. I don't even know why I have that open. Oh, because I have a spreadsheet that we'll work with. But come back into here. Career. Come down to here. And I am going to hit delete. Yes. So now what I'll do, so we've come back there. Let me show you this. If we come back over to here, that should have been deleted from here. Let's... That's probably because there's files in there. Let's see what's... Yep, see, look, is unavailable. So let's just do view. Oh, there it is. Refresh. See, okay, now it went away. It's just a Windows didn't update it. So now that's totally gone. So what I'm going to do is come back into here, hit career. And this is where I'm going to have to pause it again, the recording, so that I don't have an error. So I'll be back in 1 second. All I'm going to do is recreate the easy, and I'm going to select easy mode, and then I'm going to do Grazyland map again. So I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, guys, we're back again. Just started a new map, so there's really nothing in here. If you look, we've got P, garage. We've got all the stuff we originally started with, right? So I'm going to have to get back out of this. So I'll save it. And then I'm going to quit. And if you look, now we have save game 15 back again with a new vehicles XML. So I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to come back into where I put this, my games. I'm just going to cut it so it's not junk for the future. Come in here, and I'm going to paste this into here. So this is the one we created earlier. You can see the timestamp is a little bit different. Then I'm going to come up. I want to start the game with $1 million. So I'm going to edit with Notepad++, come back up to my money, and put 6 zeros behind a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the other thing is, and I kind of forget where this is, but I want to see, let's make sure we hit save on that. I was thinking of, I think it's field 5. I probably should have paid more attention. Is it this one? Yeah, see how this is? So this is the economy XML. And I'm going to come into here and I'm going to hit true. Type true. So now that means when the game loads up, we're going to own field number 5, which I think is one of the other ones that has some crops in it. I'm forgetting the exact details, but I remember it from the other day. We own field 7. If we got the wrong one, you can always come back and edit whether you own a field or not. So I hit save, yep. So I'm going to close this. And then let's see how well this goes. See a lot of times you're better off. Farm Sim loads stuff right when it's loading. Like if you ever change your visual settings, you'll notice it like kicks you out of the game. So what happened was I'd stopped the record and I got the similar kind of error. No, see, so it's just a matter of, when I didn't reload the whole Farm Sim game from scratch, it was causing it to have some kind of a glitch. It's probably looking, it saves the fact that 15 is somewhere in the world. And when it didn't find save game 15, it probably threw up some kind of an error. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. It didn't take too long the last time. And then we will get in there and see if everything worked. And that will be the first episode pretty much complete. Next episode I'll get that car wash thing in there by next time. So now let's go over to P and Garage. And if you look, we have all of our new equipment that we purchased. We have $1,001. Not sure why we got the one. But this is all the stuff that we just purchased. And let me come back and hit 7 so that it slows the time down. And if we jump around, you'll see, this stuff is pretty much just right where we left it. If we do jump into this guy, you'll note, he's all attached up, ready to go, just like we left him in the save. So that's how you take a vehicle and you put it into Farm Sim and have new starter vehicles. That's how you cheat yourself money in. You can do that anytime throughout the game. If I got 3 episodes in, decided, to heck with it, I'm just going to cheat in another 500,000 so I can go buy something. That's how you do that. And if we come up to, let's go with this one, and we'll go to the map of this stuff. See how we now own Field 5 too. So where that was false, we now own it. And that was the one that had what in there? Barley. So when we dive into the game, we'll be able to immediately, own and start dealing with all these fields, which is what I wanted, because again, this will give us plenty to talk about with, really more than enough to talk about with soil mod. And there you go. So I'm going to cut the episode here. I'll probably come right back in real life and start into what I'll call a real episode for Grazyland. But let me escape so I don't burn up too much time before the official start. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative, and look forward to more videos on Grazyland. And as I think of things like this that I think I haven't seen a video of, I'll try to show it. And that's it. I hope you guys have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.